Fire cider is one of the best herbal preparations to have on hand for cold and flu season. It's easy and inexpensive to make, and I'm going to show you how to do it. If you are feeling a cold come on, you could take a teaspoon of this every hour or two until you start to feel better. It has herbs that help to support and even to stimulate the immune system, like cayenne and horseradish, as well as onion and garlic. You can also take a swallow or two of fire cider every day in the winter as preventative medicine. And I want to stress that it's not important to have specific quantities of ingredients for this. Just chop up roughly what you're going to see here and throw it in a jar. You're going to need a big horseradish root that you're going to need to peel and chop finely, a couple of medium-sized onions, 4 or 5 cloves of garlic, either dried or fresh ginger, and a bunch of cayennes, either dried or fresh. You can also add in other chilies like jalapenos or whatever you have on hand. You will be putting that in a giant jar with some apple cider vinegar, and then after 4 weeks of infusion, you're going to add some honey to sweeten. So first I'm just going to crunch these all up and put it in the jar. I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons or so of dried ginger. Rough chop your onions and toss those in. The hardest part is peeling and chopping up this creature. I'd get a paring knife to help peel it and a big other guy to help chop off the ends and chop it all up. The horseradish gets really pungent, but I just rough chop it and toss it in. There we go. Add your apple cider vinegar all the way to the top. I'm going to need to get more to add, but you get the idea. And then what you want to do is you want to shake it up. And then leave it somewhere in your kitchen where you're going to be reminded every day to come by and shake it up. Mark on there the day you made it, and 4 weeks from that day, you should strain it. So also mark that. What's kind of cool is that when you make fire cider, you actually get 2 products from it. You can take the solids after the 4 weeks and put them, and you have this really amazing chutney that's amazing on burgers and anything where you want something a little bit pungent, a little salty, a little spicy. And then the liquid itself, you're going to take, like I said at the beginning of the video, a swallow a day preventatively or a teaspoon every hour if you're feeling like you're coming down with something. This has gotten me out of a bind a couple of times already this winter where I felt like there was something coming on and I used the fire cider and I never got sick. Have you had any experiences with fire cider, or do you have any of your favorite things that you like to put in your recipe? Let me know in the comments. Credit to Rosemary Gladstar, especially for the idea of making the chutney, and I love doing that. Make sure you share, add yourself to my email list, and follow.